Just because I do not want critical race theory taught to my children in school does not mean that I'm a racist, damn it.
A heated community forum outside St. Louis, Missouri, where the Rockwood School District has become a flashpoint in the national debate about critical race theory.
Okay. Can I do rainbow underline?
Yeah.
These moms were preparing to protest at the district school board meeting.
We can sort of wave it around. Okay.
Fighting for a more diverse lesson plan at Rockwood School District, where their children go to school.
The children, they want to learn all kinds of curriculum, all right? Is there implicit bias? Yes. Is there racism? Absolutely.
To have my daughter say, I want to have blue eyes, curly hair, long blonde hair, and white skin like her teacher. Let's start presenting our children with diverse curriculum.
People who were educated years and decades ago, they got a version of history that wasn't exactly right, that was whitewashed, and now we're starting to recognize that and reconcile with that.
Critical race theory teaches that much of America's history and policies are infused with systemic racism. The district says it doesn't teach critical race theory, but it has been teaching a curriculum rooted in diversity, equity, and inclusion for years. But this spring, the phrase became a lightning rod, and some parents began accusing the district of teaching Marxist ideology and liberal propaganda. So now lessons many hoped would bring the community together have created a chasm.
A 5-year-old in a kindergarten class is not responsible for their 17th generation great-grandpa's actions, even if that were in their family lineage 17 generations ago.
But shouldn't they learn about it? What's wrong with them learning?
Sure, they can learn about it, as long as we're not targeting children to make them think that there's something wrong with them over how the history of the United States was formulated.
So you say some children are being targeted or made to feel guilty?
Correct.
For things they didn't do?
Correct.
Terry Harris is Executive Director of Student Services for Rockwood School District.
Those who are complaining are saying, they're painting us as racist, they're making us feel guilty, they're white shaming us.
No, so in our district, we're not white shaming. We're not making anyone feel bad about being white or calling anyone racist. That's not what this is about. We have diverse students in the Rockwood School District that show up in our school district every single day. Students who desire to see themselves reflected in the curriculum.
A curriculum that includes lessons about slavery, but also about a black astronaut and the African-American inventor of the traffic signal.
For children of school ages, those are conversations that could be had at a later date, as opposed to trying to propagandize children in kindergarten, elementary, and things of that nature.
The district and proponents of this would just say they're not propagandizing, they're just teaching. They're just asking them to think, not telling them what to think.
No, I understand, but if that was what they were actually doing, then they wouldn't find a need to cover it up.
And that so-called cover-up is a problem. This whole controversy seems to have picked up steam during the pandemic, when children were kept home and parents got a closer look at lesson plans. This leaked email from a Rockwood staff member advised teachers not to make everything visible about their race-based lesson plans on the platform which parents can view. The email also suggested avoiding trigger words like privilege and democratic. The district told us that email does not reflect the mission, vision, and values of the district, adding Rockwood encourages transparency.
The history is that white people have done things that are not great in the history of the United States. We've also done lots of great things. So what I advocate for is just telling the truth.
They are teaching divisive rhetoric to children that are too young for that type of understanding and psychology.
Does anybody want a flag?
But those protesting in favor of diversity teachings say ignoring the history lessons and what they call whitewashing history is lying to children about the past, and that's harmful.
Our kids need to know the truth so they can know how to navigate and do not repeat the past.
Randi KAYE, CNN, Eureka, Missouri.
Hi, thanks for checking out the NTV Houston YouTube channel. Click over here to check out some other great pieces of content we've made for you. And also be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can get alerted whenever new videos come out.